A tsunami warning was in force for all of the Pacific nation after the latest in a series of spectacular eruptions from the Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai volcano. Satellite images showed the spectacular eruption that took place on Saturday evening, with a huge plume of ash, steam and gas. A sonic boom could be heard as far away as Alaska. In Tonga, it triggered tsunami waves that crashed ashore and sent people rushing to higher ground. In Hawaii, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center reported half a meter, a foot, waves slamming the shore in some areas. There have been no official reports of injuries or the extent of the damage in Tonga as communications with the small nation remain problematic. The Tonga Meteorological Services said a tsunami warning had been put in force for all of Tonga on Saturday. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said, "Communication with Tonga remains very limited. And I know that is causing a huge amount of anxiety for the Tongan community here." She said there had been significant damage to boats and shops along the Tongan coastline. The capital, Nuku'alofa, was covered in a thick film of volcanic dust, Ms. Ardern said, contaminating water supplies and making fresh water a vital need. Aid agencies said thick ash and smoke had prompted authorities to ask people to wear masks and drink bottled water. Ms. Ardern said New Zealand was unable to send a military surveillance flight over Tonga on Sunday because the ash cloud was 63,000 feet high, but they hoped to send the flight on Monday, followed by supply planes and Navy ships. Speaking to Sky News, Roger Musson, seismologist at the British Geological Survey, said of the eruption, "There was an eruption of the same volcano about a year or so ago, but this one is 7 times larger, which is really rather big." Tonga lies in what's known as the chromatic subduction zone. It's a very seismically active area. And where you have subduction, where one crustal plate dips below another one, you also get volcanoes. This submarine volcano has been active for a few years now, but this is far and away the largest eruption it's produced. The tsunami advisory was also issued for British Columbia in Canada. Authorities in nearby Fiji also issued a warning, telling people to avoid the shoreline due to strong currents and dangerous waves. Tsunami waves of 2.7 feet were observed by gauges at Nuku'alofa and waves of 2 feet at Pago Pago, the capital of American Samoa, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center said.